Hi everyone. Saw this article last Friday and I thought I just want to share my point of view of how I would analyze this counter. So disclaimer, not stock recommendation, more for educational purposes. Now, as per what article reads, Top Glove Q3 profit soars almost 6 times to 655 million. Wow. So I'm quite sure the burning question would be, is it still a good time to look at this counter? I will share my opinion from a long-term share investing perspective. That means if I were to buy this counter, I'm prepared to hold for 3 to 5 years, definitely not for trading purpose. So in my case, what is most important to me is the business. Can the business sustain this kind of profit level? Now, before I go and look at the business in greater detail, let's look at some of the numbers first. So what we have here is from SGX Stock Screener. I'm looking at Top Glove, obviously, and the PE is 4.5 times, which is actually very low, very attractive. But we have to take note. So this is what happened here. Let's look at the latest financial year, 2020. You can see that there is a surge in income in the latest year, obviously due to COVID. So pre-COVID, they are doing about $300-400 million of profit, and during COVID year went up to about 5 times. So the question here is this: is this number sustainable, or do we expect it to actually drop back to 300 million? So of course, if it does drop back, then it may not be so interesting, and if it can sustain, then P of 4.5 times is actually very attractive. So to answer this question, we have to look at the business aspect. So can the business sustain? So what I do here is this: I will drill down into the annual reports, and I will go for what we call message from chairman, or what they call it in conversation with executive chairman. And yes, luckily I actually got the question that I would have asked him. The global surge in glove demand we are seeing now is largely pandemic driven. How long do you expect this to last, and how will the availability of a vaccine affect this? So based on his, this is his words. Pre-COVID, they are already growing steadily at a rate of 10% per annum. With COVID, they estimated glove demand grow by 20% in 2020, 25% in 2021, and 15% post-pandemic. And he actually made this statement, which I agree. So even when the vaccine is found, the glove will still be needed for testing and administering the vaccine. So this is what I experienced firsthand. So when I actually did the swab test, every time the person do the test, they have to change the gloves. At the same time, when I actually go for my vaccination, same thing. The person doing the vaccination have to change the glove every time he actually inject into another person. So in that sense, this is his opinion. While post-COVID glove demand was stabilized, they will not revert back to the pre-pandemic level. In that sense, they are actually quite confident that the profit will not go back to the 300-400 range. Whether you will sustain this this number, I'm not too sure myself. Okay, so this is to which is own. So again, so with that, you have to make your own opinion or have your own conclusion. Of course, if you think that this is just one-off, then this stock will not be so interesting. But if you believe that it can actually keep at this kind of range, as I mentioned just now, PE of 4.5 is actually quite attractive. Okay, so this is how I will look at this counter. Hopefully, if you give you some perspective in stock analysis. So with that, if you actually like what you have heard just now, do consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button and you actually get more of such video. I hope to see you again very soon.